Am I the asshole for exposing my wife's secret DNA test that proved her brother isn't actually her brother? My wife has always been incredibly close to her brother, Mike. They've had this inseparable bond that everyone in the family admired. Recently, Mike got really into genealogy and convinced my wife to do one of those Ancestry DNA kits with him for fun. What started as a cute sibling activity turned into complete chaos. The results came back, and they were shocking. Turns out Mike and my wife are not biologically related. My wife is still her parents' child, but Mike isn't. He's not related to either of them. When she found out, she was devastated. I mean, how could she not be? Her entire perception of her family was shattered. She confronted her parents in private, and they admitted that Mike was adopted as a baby. They had always planned to tell him, but kept putting it off. Somehow, they convinced her to keep it a secret, saying it wasn't the right time to tell him and that it would destroy him. I told my wife that I didn't agree with hiding this from Mike. He's an adult and has a right to know. She begged me to stay out of it, saying it was her family's issue and not mine. I reluctantly agreed at first, but it just didn't sit right with me. Mike and I are close, too, so the next time we hung out, I couldn't hold it in. I asked him if he noticed anything strange about his DNA results. He said he hadn't looked too deeply, so I suggested he take another look and compare them with my wife's. He called me a few days later, sounding shaken, and said, "I'm not her brother, am I?" I told him the truth and admitted I thought he deserved to know. He thanked me, but you could hear the hurt in his voice. Later, all hell broke loose. My wife and her parents were furious with me for betraying the family and ruining their trust. My wife said I crossed a line and that this wasn't my secret to tell. Now Mike is distant from everyone, my wife is barely speaking to me, and her parents are blaming me for tearing the family apart. I feel like I did the right thing by telling Mike, but now I'm questioning myself.